Hello, my name is Abe. Welcome back to Hades. It's been 3 to 4 years since I have touched Hades, but I played about 100 hours of this after early access when it was released in 2019, 2020, something like that. I loved Hades. I've played a lot of Hades. Apparently I even had a Hell mode Hades save file, but no, we're just gonna play the normal save file. I don't know what this one is. I'm just gonna erase this one and we'll just have the legacy save files be the ones that we play. But Hades is a great game, and the sequel Hades 2 is out in early access. I played a little bit of it yesterday, which has revitalized my interest in playing Hades. Okay, I need to actually crank up the audio heavily here. There we go. Seems good for now. Yeah. It's got me interested in playing more Hades, and I don't really want to play a lot of Hades 2. I don't want to get a little bit overwhelmed with the content in that game. I don't want to play it for the next 9 months while it is getting developed. I want Hades 2 to be released, and when Hades 2 is released, then I want to jump into it. So I'm not going to talk a lot about Hades 2, but I will say that the 5 or 6 hours I played of Hades 2, I love it. I feel like the game is going to be fantastic on release. I feel like it is going to be just more Hades with more style, more flashiness, and more unique runs and run variety. It's got a little limited content as far as the boons go, but I think we were just unlocking things. But it's in early access, and it's going to be in early access for the next, 9 months, if not more. So we're just going to play normal Hades. And if you haven't seen normal Hades, you should definitely check out my YouTube playlist, because I played a lot of this game, and I love it. It's pretty freaking good. X in chat says, I remember the palm flower trinket, one of the best items. There's a lot of good trinkets and a lot of good items. We're just going to have, these are the 6 weapons you have to start with, by the way, in Hades. Well, no, you start with the sword. These ones you unlock. I'm just going to play a sword mode run. Each weapon in Hades has 4 different forms, though, which subtly change how the weapon plays. Aspect of Zagreus gives us bonus attack speed and move speed. The Nemesis gives us bonus critical hit chance for 3 seconds after using your special, and your special is that. It's the same Q move from Hades 2. Just kind of puts this on the ground, and you can dash into it as well. But what's the other one? Your special dislodges casts, and you have Holy Excalibur, 50 more health, and aura damage reduction. I'm just gonna go for, I think, maybe the faster sword, just so we can spam a lot. You know what? Give me an aspect of Nemesis. I like being able to have an excuse to toss that down all the time. I am gonna change the controls momentarily here because I want the special on. Mouse 4. Fantastic. And then, just like Hades 2, this still exists, but in a different form. We have keepsakes, which are bonuses that you can use to start a run with, and you have companion plushies. I guess we have companion Shady, which is not that slim, gives us freebies when we use it. And what is the starting keepsake that we're gonna equip? X said something about a palm flower. After every 4 encounters, gain 1 level up on a random boon. Yeah, it seems pretty good. And that's the one that we currently have equipped. Perfect. Let's do this. This is the Pact of Punishment. The Pact of Punishment is the mode at which you can raise the difficulty modifiers. And this is a very cool way of doing difficulty modifiers in the game because it's not set. It's whatever you want it to be. You can have benefits package. Armored foes have perks. Calisthenics program. Foes have higher life. You can mix and match to your heart's content. I am actually gonna take it all down because I haven't played this game in forever. The exception is extreme measures, which make all the boss combats unique, and I feel like that's very interesting. This is how I used to play. Let's begin our escape, shall we? Heat Gauge 99 Gameplay says username. I have heard that the maximum heat has been beaten in Hades and was beaten a while back. What's the maximum heat level? 63. That's the maximum you can go. And apparently someone has managed to actually beat the game with the maximum heat level. It took like 3 years before someone could do it, if not more. It's absurd. The North says suggestion to step back and check the mirror. Excellent point. This is our bedroom, and the mirror is how we have upgraded ourselves over time. We've maxed out the mirror pretty much. Reset talents, no reason to do that. We have things like more damage striking foes from behind, more HP heal per room, 3 death defiances. We can switch to stubborn defiance, which is you get 1 per room or 3 total. I'm gonna go for the 3 total. Reflex means we have more dashing. Ruthless Reflex means you get bonuses when you dash. I'd rather have more dashes. Boiling Blood gives us bonus attack and special damage to foes that have casts inside of them, our spells. We get 3 casts. Generate your cast by 3 seconds. It's not that great, I don't think. Deep Pockets, we start with $100. We can have Golden Touch. When you clear an Underworld region, you bank money. Thick Skin, 50 more health. Privilege Status, when enemies have 2 status effects, we do 40% more damage against them. It's a huge damage buff. Family Favorite, bonus damage for each Olympian whose boons you have. It's a flat damage bonus of 5% per, max of 20%. Dark Foresight, raise your chance for rewards, including things that help you for your current run. God's Pride raises your chance for boons to be epic. God's Legacy, legendary, which is very good. Fated Persuasion randomly alters boons and Well of Charon choices. 1 reroll per rank. We have not actually maxed the mirror there, have we? Anyways, let's begin. Begin escape. The North says it was a bit funny. Bigger.
Upon my name, you lack the cheerfulness of Hypnos and the competence of Thanatos, but have more willfulness than both combined.
Lack. The North says it was a bit funny. A big Hades streamer and YouTuber made an in-depth video explaining that max heat was probably never ever going to be beaten. 3 days later, someone succeeds the run. Understood. That, I imagine it's heavily RNG focused.
Positively raucous time down there with your old father and Persephone when she at sight. I never thought I'd see her again. So then we're one big happy family at last. But you've a job to do, and we upon Olympus will do our fair share.
This is actually, I think, right after the end game content from Hades previously. All the gods got together for a big bash, and everyone was happy, and nothing is wrong in the world. Your attack deals more damage and knocks foes away. Your special deals more damage and knocks foes away. Your dash deals damage and knocks foes away. I'll take the epic one. I actually don't know what the special is for this weapon. That's not the special. Oh, that's the special, huh? That's pretty good. Yeah, that's a lot of damage. I appreciate that. Descend requires 5 heat. It's a tough fight that gives us a Poseidon boon, should we complete it. There's also Athena boons, which is nice. Sure, I'll do the gate. I forgot what this is.
What's all this?
Yeah, what is all this?
I have a challenge for you, boy.
Slay foes without getting hit. If we can do this,
Easy.
then we will get a bonus. But our AoE special move is actually pretty darn potent because it has a epic boon associated with it that does damage to enemies and knocks them back into walls, into other enemies.
Useless lot.
Useless lot.
Hear me.
Also, we play Zagreus, and that's Hades, our dad. Your cast damages foes and knocks them away. Your boons with knockaway effect, deal bonus damage to bosses. Any chamber rewards are worth 55% more, including money rewards, huh? That's actually pretty good for the overall run, right? But cast, pushing enemies away, that's huge crowd control capability. Floodshot, I do like it, but let's go for Ocean's Bounty. Better rewards over time. Oh look, rewards, okay. I will take the purple things. What is it, darkness? You have to do it hitless. Yeah, if I remember correctly, when you fail that room, there's also like a boring sound effect and you get like a cabbage or an onion as your room reward. So you really do want to make sure that you're winning that run if you can, or not taking any damage, because that's the challenge.
By my birthright.
Why did I get maximum life from that? I don't know. Daedalus Hammer is amazing. It upgrades your weapon in some form.
More louds.
One thing that I really like about Hades and the character you play, Zagreus here, is that he'll comment on the room that you're in and what's happening around you. So for instance, he says, Louts, that's the name of the enemy that we're fighting. He's informing the player as to what's actually happening in the room, and I find that to be a very interesting way that the developers can actually help the player and have it occur in-game. What is the word for when a piece of music is actually heard in a piece by the characters themselves? It's kind of like that, but for the player, but the commentary is happening in the game and the characters are aware of it. Dun, dun, dun. Meta rewards give minor in-run bonuses. We must have upgraded that at some point, but I don't remember where. Diegetic, yes, thank you. It's a diegetic commentary. Your attack fires a wave that pierces enemies. Hold attack to strike rapidly, dealing damage per hit. Your special makes you lunge, then becomes sturdy. You take less damage. We don't need a lunge. We don't need Dash Nova because I can dash into the attack, but holding attack to strike rapidly.
A blade fit for a god.
It's just a fast attack that if we get like any bonus that's like lightning damage or damage over time, poison applied to this, we can get some serious good damage. And man, I love the art in this game. Everything just looks so damn good. Like as we hit the ground, we're chopping up the ground a little bit. You can see, strangely, that you don't have full control over where you land. This is the minimum angle of my attack, which is a little unusual, but it's just part of the animation style of the game. I love Hades. It's a great game. In Hades 2, you'll know who the narrator is. Yeah, I did get to that part in Hades 2, where the narrator literally has a name, and your character references him by name. Okay. Now the dash is super important in Hades.
Good enough to eat.
Okay, your special deals more damage. It's been upgraded. The dash is super important in Hades. We have 2 dashes. It's got a short cooldown. We're invincible during dashing. Combine that with the fast movement, fast attacks. Hades is a bit of a fast game. This is why I like having this special with Poseidon's Blast on it. It sucks against a single target because we want to follow it up with an attack on the target, but the damage is just solid. Being able to just knock into the enemies and push them away is awesome.
Looks like a good batch.
Tempest Flourish gained a level. Oh, you don't say. So something like Aphrodite, her a bonus to our primary attack. We don't have a primary attack bonus. It would really, really, really buff the damage. Yeah, we don't want to Poseidon the attack. This is cold damage, which I think works well on the primary attack, but I forget. Maybe chat can remind me. Loneliest Troll, thank you very much for the resubscription. Hello. Welcome to some Hades. Caca. As I want Hades gameplay, but I don't want to overdo Hades 2 right now. So I'm not going to talk too much about Hades 2. I don't want to spoil too much, but I will say that the Poseidon boons in Hades 2, they don't knock your main target away now. So in Hades 2, if we had Poseidon on our main attack, we wouldn't keep knocking the enemy away and have to keep chasing them down. It knocks away anything else around your attack, which is a nice buff, I think. I think we'll go for the Aphrodite boon. It's high damage, and if we can buff the damage of our attack, and it's fast, why not? Oh, I did get hit once. So this is Bomber Boys. They kind of suck. They drop a lot of bombs, but they're not that tough.
Oh, dearest, you've no idea what a delightful time I had while visiting you recently. So many new sights and sounds and smells, why it was wonderful. And you are burdened with a big responsibility, aren't you? Mind if I lend my graces to you still from time to time?
I feel like I need to up the voiceover volume. Your special deals more damage and inflicts weak, so we could replace our special from Poseidon to Aphrodite. The damage would go up quite a lot, well, 60%, but I like the fact that our current one has knockback. It's really nice to have. So we could dash deals damage where you end up inflicting weak, replace a special. After you take damage, damage foes around you and inflict weak. I think I'd rather reroll. Use one of our 2 Fated Persuasions.
Got anything else?
Yeah, to just buff the attack by 100% damage. That seems pretty good. So now we have a Love Sword. Love Sword! And I am going to crank down and crank up. So hopefully we get a louder voices from everyone. Because the Poseidon Blast, if it doesn't kill anything, knocking enemies away is actually a pretty huge boon.
A centaur heart.
No pun intended. I do like that. So we can go for a shop or 2 boons. We have 207 gold. We could go for a shop. I think we can also steal from Chiron, but let's just go for the 2 boons. Don't we have to pick one and fight the other one? Ugh. Trial of the Gods! Which one would we like? I would like Poseidon.
I'm ever grateful, nephew.
Your dash damages foes in an area. Your call makes you impervious for 1.2 seconds. Max gauge bonus 7.2 seconds. F is the call, which is your ult. Each god has a different one. This is not actually in Hades 2, it's a different mechanic, but actually you can make a sprint have Poseidon's aid, so you're not impervious, but you still knock enemies around. It's pretty good. I think it's actually not that bad at all. Its imperviousness, invincibility for 7 seconds, good damage.
I must admit, I'm unaccustomed to rejection, love. But you must be accustomed to swift death. Here comes one for you now.
I can only take one! Well, no, it's just she's upset that I didn't choose her first. I gotta remember how to play. I'm taking a lot of damage. Hold on. Walk around, walk around. Lot of crowd control required in Hades 2. I keep trying to go directly through enemy projectiles, which I don't think works as well as I want it to. I should probably just attack them more. Or realistically, what I should do is get Athena's dash, because it'll make me actually invincible for a longer period of time with projectile reflection.
There's no common sense with love, godling, so why don't we pretend your indiscretion there did not occur?
Blame me. Weak Has a longer duration. After you take damage, damage foes around you and inflict weak. We'll just make weak have a longer duration. That's not particularly good, I think. Should always get Athena's dash. It's insane, says the Nor. It is. It's, I think, the strongest dash in the game. It is just the best because it provides very long-term invincibility that knocks enemy projectiles away, and the enemy projectiles that you knock away can damage enemies. It's absurd how good it is.
For safekeeping.
Gain 31 money. So that is a Artemis blessing, or we can go for an upgrade on one of our current blessings. Boons. We'll go for an Artemis boon. Artemis can also be deceptively disgusting as well. Her dash or her other boons? I don't really remember her other boons being particularly good. I remember one of hers is every time you attack, fire an arrow. That's pretty good. But I think we already have an attack one, so we can't get that one, I don't think. Gotta stop taking so much damage.
Have to say, I've had a pretty decent time with everybody at our little visit recently. Met you, Uncle Hades, even Great Achilles. Still don't quite appreciate you tricking us, but I can get over it eventually. Anyway, you still could use assistance from me, right?
I forgot exactly what happened to all of the story. They don't seem to mind. They don't seem to mind, though. Crit builds. Yeah, the crit builds from Artemis can be pretty fun. I guess any damage has a chance to be crit is fine. I think that the cast is pretty bad. I think that Dash Strike dealing more damage is ultimately pretty bad. So we'll just go for, I think, just crit everything.
Artemis, guide my hand.
Because we could go for the dash attack has a higher damage on it, and our dash attack is pretty good. But then we wouldn't be able to take the Athena one that makes us invincible if it shows up later. Restore health, gain money, gain movement speed. Sure, give me some money and give me some health.
I'll take this one.
This is, and this is why we're taking the health, this is a unique little benefit.
Let me have it.
A little bit of pain for a little bit of awesome.
It pleases me your gathering of the Olympians occurred. I must inform you, I have never once before detected quite so many of my offspring in a single space. At least not without violent intent. I appreciate that you included me, and that you have returned. Shall we continue then?
Shall we keep playing the game? For the next 4 encounters, gain no money. Afterward, your cast is better. For the next 3 encounters, slain foes toss a bomb. Afterwards, your dash strike is better. For the next 3 encounters, slain foes toss a bomb. Afterwards, you deal more damage from behind. I mean, your dash strike dealing 104% bonus damage is pretty good. I do use that frequently enough. Doing more damage from behind, that's a lot of damage. I think we'll take the dash strike. Why not? Cast is good, but this is also good. I think it's all good.
Son of Hades.
Shop, pomegranate, HP. I'm gonna go to a shop. Hi, how you doing?
Hope you enjoyed the feast with the Olympians, Charon. We didn't have much of a chance to chat, though it looked like you and Hermes were having a good time. We'll have to do it again sometime.
Ah, ha, ha. Oh, you. Hold on. I am going to crank up the voice a little bit more by cranking everything down. It's the only way I can do it. Maybe a little higher. Sounds good. Hermes, Poseidon, and money. Well, we can't afford 2. We can only afford 1. So I'll buy a Hermes boon. Kind of a unique effect that makes you run faster in some fashion.
A message for you, boss, from my professional associate who wanted you to know, and I quote,
After taking damage, quickly dash to recover some of your health. Hold cast to cast quickly. After you dash, briefly become sturdy and move faster for 0.5 seconds. I might use the reroll here just to try to get a higher quality boon.
Any other boons for me?
God gauge charges up automatically. Foes drop cast stuck in them faster. Your attack is faster. I guess we'll go for the faster attack, even though it's not amazing, but I will take it. It's a low quality boon, but it is still a positive effect.
He's ready. You ready for me this time, Zagreus? Come on and fight. No holding back.
And it's Meg of the Furies. Normally you fight one of them, but because we took extreme measures, you fight all three of them at the same time.
Now, sisters.
I don't remember how to actually fight Meg. When I say I don't remember how to fight Meg, I mean I don't remember how to fight Meg. I'm out of the way of that, you.
My friends.
Okay. Probably should not be this close. I mean, we might die, which is totally fair. Yeah, we killed her.
That was...
It's hard.
Business.
It's hard to see what's happening sometimes. Oh, I guess we hadn't beaten her at Heat 10 with this weapon or something like that. It's hard to see what happens sometimes. Things happen fast, very particle effecty. All the bosses have their own unique attacks and whatnot, but we'll
Many times?
we'll figure it out if we play a few more times. Okay. We can exchange our boon, our keepsake if we want. I want to keep it though, because it is pretty good. We can sell things that we don't care about for cash. And we can buy temporary bonuses, like ensure an infernal trove. We'll spawn ahead where possible. Gain 1 cast for 6 encounters. Restore health. I'm just gonna take the health up.
Till next time, Tartarus.
And we move up to the 2nd level of hell. Hold on, don't we get like a little cutscene here?
Long way to go. Think I'm ready.
It's hell! Hermes Boon, or a boss encounter with an HP upgrade in it. I mean, I feel like I want the Hermes Boon, right? Because that's a permanent blessing. But this could be worth 50 HP, I think. I think I'll go for the Hermes Boon. Anything that gives me like more dashes, I would love that. 2 dashes is good. You know what's better? 3 dashes. And we would very much like if, right, enemies drop bombs. We would very much like, if possible, to get
You
a...
learned your lesson yet?
I remember you! I should just use my casts here. I would very much like to get a,
Look what I found.
another boon, really.
Gotta tell you, cuz, that was a real something of a feast back at your place. A little awkward having to pretend we just met, but hey, I'm an Olympian, means I can posture with the best of them. Good times, cuz. Glad it all worked out.
Your special is faster. Hold cast to cast rapidly. That's pretty good. Although a faster special is also nothing to sneeze at. Let's go for the faster cast. You actually can cast it very quickly. And if we get a better cast, soon. That would be amazing to be able to just spam cast it quickly, which is, I guess, probably what you want to do most of the time.
Sure, why not?
This is a time
I do
trial
not
for
think
health.
so, boy.
Not for max health, just for healing, but
That's what you get.
I suppose it doesn't really matter how much damage we take as long as we get some healing out of this, right?
You waste my
There you
time.
go.
There.
Now we're back up to full.
Which path?
Easy. Money or HP up? HP up. The North says hammers greater than boons, greater than it's all trash. Well, I mean, you want hammers, you want boons, you also want money, because that leads to hammer and boons. So that's my thinking. So I think this is the last encounter with enemies dropping bombs, and then we should get the better dash attack. A permanent bonus to our dash attack.
A curse of chaos has been lifted.
I think our dash attack does a lot of damage normally, so it should do a lot of damage now. And a shop with 100 gold, not really that interesting. Can we reroll these? I don't think we can reroll. I took the option of rerolling boons, but you could also take an option to reroll the
All aboard.
room rewards.
Get on.
You get enough money passively with Golden Touch to be able to buy the last shop anyways, says the Nor. Oh yeah, the last shop is pretty good, huh? Well, hopefully we get
We end this quickly, Zag.
I say
enough money.
Sounds good to me.
So, this is Thanatos. We need to kill more enemies than him. So far, so good. Okay, he was outside of the region.
You die next.
So try to focus on weaker enemies. Try to push enemies out of the range of this. But if you have to, just run away and let him kill anything and everything. There we go.
Good working with you there.
Good working with you, pal. Chump. Sport. Where's my item? Thank you.
More of them than I did, huh?
Yeah, I mean, yes.
Keep going.
Okay. I will. You don't tell me what to do. All right. Just a quick check to see if we missed anything. Aphrodite or Poseidon? Aphrodite or Poseidon? I would love the Poseidon cast, I think, because it's real fast. I don't like Aphrodite's cast. It seems hard to hit with.
The barge of death is always here for me.
Yeah, I remember this. A bit rough. Not a lot of room to maneuver. Get out of the way. Actually, our dash strike damage is pretty good, isn't it? 95 damage. Our normal attack is, well, it's 53. I guess it's pretty good either way. X says Dionysus cast is great. Also true, and I would love the opportunity, but on this run, we have Athena, Aphrodite, Poseidon, and Artemis. You tend to only get 4 during a run, so that you're not spread too thin amongst the various bosses. You can actually have synergies. I can't believe we don't have it. Dash it. Man, we don't actually have the ability to do the cast. So we're gonna take more damage when slamming foes into barriers, which happens all the time. I would love, though, the opportunity to get Dionysus cast, but that's probably not going to be this run. I also just really want to get the Poseidon cast, because we actually have Poseidon on our run. I forget all of the different bombs, because there's 3 different bombs. There's pink, yellow, and green. And generally, they all behave the same run to run.
That's a relief.
Just make sure that there's nothing else here. I think it goes when there's a secret, not a secret, but like an additional thing to interact with, but I don't think that's always the case. Pomegranate, money. I think I'm gonna go money.
No one's here.
Yoink. And a free heal. It's a bit of a overheal, but that's okay. And this is approaching the next boss. Hello, friend. We get a... What's the bag? I mean, this is a lot of health.
Should come in useful.
Oh, it's 25 health. I thought it was more than that. What the hell's the bag?
You're such a sweetheart.
Oh, it's a random boon. Okay. Cast is a wide short range blast. Hate it. Dash deals damage where you end up. 20 damage. Hate it. Resist some damage from nearby foes' attacks. Look, it's not great, but it's better than the other options, I think. So it's just a grab bag of one boons, not of many boons.
May I say you look lovely this day or night, Lerny?
It's the snake. I can't hit you.
Back.
Now I don't remember. Man, we do a lot of damage. How to deal with the snakes? But this can be a bit of a long fight. We do a lot of damage though, luckily. Like, we actually do a lot of damage. Dash through that. Knock it off. Also,
Got you covered.
thank you. Don't forget to use the freebie option. We took this damn plushie and damn it, I'm gonna remember to use it. So what's the ice looking ones? Man, our damage is actually like real freaking high. Purple one fires all of the purple projectiles. That one, you know, I figured that one out. Press F for a greater call. Oh yeah! Smack him. Thank you, Poseidon. Lerny vanquished.
Any more heads you'd like chopped off?
I forgot about that. It takes a long time to build up the your alts, basically.
Claimed a bounty.
It's the first time we got it powered up since we were able to actually buy it.
You surpassed my Hydra.
You are correct, Father.
Yeah, but the Hydra has never been that bad. Sure, an Infernal Trove will spawn. Your cast deals more damage for 6 encounters. Sell some boons. Nah. I don't want to sell anything.
Get me out of here.
Get me out of here. I remember how fun this game is. It's great. It's got a lot of style to it, and I mean, I'm immediately still very excited for Hades 2. But I think Hades 1 could hold me over for a while. Oh, I hate these enemies though. Very tanky, very annoying. They do a lot of damage. They all come in different shapes and sizes. And you, at the butterfly creator, also pretty annoying. The one I remember is the shield. The shield enemies are the worst, because they block all of your damage from the front.
It's just the edge I need.
Your dash strike hits twice and deals 20% bonus damage. Your special makes you lunge. Special hits in a wider area and deals more damage. We buffed the damage of the dash strike. So it feels like that's what we want.
Let's go, Stygius.
Dash strike hitting twice. Yeah, seems pretty good. I'll definitely take it.
Who dies first?
Don't I have to make these enemies bash into walls? Yeah, that works. Big chariot. Hey, come here. Oh. All right, took a hit. That's fine. That's okay, Dad. When do we find fish? I haven't found a fish yet. Isn't this good? I have a vague recollection of this being a good option.
Where are you now, I wonder?
Right.
A question, if you don't mind, stranger. Because I've had one nagging at me since we last discussed the subject. What exactly happened to Achilles, can you say? After I died, that is. I've heard the rumors, but I don't trust any of this boastful lot.
Well, from what I gathered, sir, after you fell, he was overcome with grief and anger. He joined the war just like you urged, and single-handedly, he almost ended it.
So then, he threw away his life. Soon enough after I lost mine. Yet despite vanquishing an army on his own, he wound up in the lowest pits of Tartarus. Instead of here, among the great.
You should know, sir. You were buried together. Your ashes, that is. It was his final request. As for how he came to be at my father's house, that's something I think he can best explain. And I will do everything I can to make sure that he has the opportunity.
Our ashes, you say? Together? The fool. We could have lived, not been reduced to meal for the worms, but I appreciate the information, stranger. Now, please go.
Stranger, have more respect. So we can get... Replenishes all uses of your Death Defiance. For the next 5 chambers, restore health. For the next 10 encounters, your attack deals more damage. We don't need to replenish Death Defiance, we already have 3. We don't really need health, so we'll take bonus damage temporarily.
I doubt it'll be of much help.
Well, for 10 encounters, it's actually pretty nice. Zeus. That's a surprise. Okay, a Zeus cast would be awesome.
There you are, gigantic soul catcher.
Dude. The damage that we deal is actually pretty absurd. All right, you do turn around.
That's what you get.
We have some crit chance. Whatever. We were able to kill the elite enemy before all of his ads spawned. That's pretty good.
I have to tell you, Zagreus, that it was wonderful to meet with you at last. We were so pleased to learn Persephone was safe. And Nyx-wise, she's as stunning as they say. Shouldn't have lied to us about your parentage, but I know things get complicated here, and that what's done is done.
Oh, we don't even have the opportunity for the cast. I do hope that they do rework the Zeus boons in Hades too, because right now it's more like Doom than Lightning. But, you know, in development, in early access for a while, we'll see how it goes. After using your call, you do more damage. Your God gauge charges up faster when you deal or take damage. You know what? Yeah. For boss fights, that'll be nice. And we've got a couple boss fights coming up soon. I still hope one day to get a better cast. Enemies that are yellow, they have armor. They don't get staggered when you hit them, so these enemies are a little bit harder to approach. As soon as they lose their armor, we can just smack, 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 smack. And you don't overkill enemies if... Wrong button. F, F, F. F is the button that uses your call, because the call is 1/4 charged right now. Yeah, armored enemies, especially hard, tanky armored enemies, very hard to deal with.
Okay.
F, F. I pressed control. I don't know what control is, but it's not what I was hoping it would be. Gotta stop taking pretty much all the damage. Yeah, the dash strike, aka dashing and striking at the same time, it does a lot of damage. Whoa, 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 whoa! Yeah, see, it's hard to actually get that guy away from you when he is, shielded. I can't believe you still hit me. We're losing a lot of health right now, but that's fine. This is where, you know, Hades gets a little difficult, let's say. Make sure we kill those ghosts before they respawn. Okay.
He's trying to respawn.
I got him.
Relentless, I accept this message.
Your cast is Chain Lightning. It's so much better. And I'll take another double boon. A Artemis and a Poseidon. There was a shop. I would have liked to go to that shop.
One god or the other.
So we have a cast now. I wonder what happened to Athena earlier. Maybe she's no longer here because I rebuked her at the beginning. So it re-rolled her into Zeus or something.
I'm grateful.
Dash strike deals more damage. I mean, we could. After you do critical damage, a foe nearby is marked. Marked critical chance 55%. Fire a seeking arrow. That's also pretty good. I kind of like Hunter's Mark here to keep the critical strikes going. After you deal critical damage, a foe is marked. If we hit an enemy with a mark, don't they get remarked? I hope so. Let's try it. Sorry, Poseidon.
Did what I had to do.
Oh my god, that was like 40 damage. Because I got hit by the primary cast.
To win him over.
Good God. Hey, come after me. I think Poseidon's about to kill me. So I'm just gonna cast the lightning as quickly as I can. Poseidon, knock it off! No, 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 no. He's just going to town on me. I have 1 HP. I mean, we'll revive if we die. Oh, okay, well. As expected. Where's the final enemy? Oh, it was him.
What can I say, nephew? Sometimes our tempers get the best of all of us.
Yeah, I mean, you did kill me. Your dash damages foes in an area and pushes them away. Your call pulls in enemies and the effect lasts longer. Apparently, I've never taken this one. Your boons with knockaway effects apply rupture. What was that sound? I actually really like this because it means we'll be able to apply that 40% bonus damage thing that we have. So I'm gonna take it because now we have 2 different status effects we can apply to enemies, but you know, we could have passed. Now that we have a good cast, and like crits that bounce between targets. There's that rupture damage, you can hear it. I remember that sound. Crunch, 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 crunch. Oh, I did not see that enemy. That's when you know you've got a good thing going on. Because that crunch means that you're doing a lot of damage to enemies. I keep thinking I only have 1 dash. I think that's a lot of my damage. You actually have 2 dashes.
Uncle Poseidon.
Your boons with knockaway effects shove enemies multiple times, or an attack that pushes enemies away. Why would I want to push enemies away? I will take the legendary. Anytime we shove an enemy, we shove them twice. Sounds good to me. I should be looking at the rooms more. Finally, a fishing spot. Keep forgetting to look at the rooms to see if there's anything there in the rooms. That's my reaction time.
Got a bite. Another car.
Not good enough. Hey, we can pretty much buy it all. 100 HP, another boon. When you knock foes away, they're struck by lightning. It's a duo, a synergy between Zeus and Poseidon. I mean, we knock foes away twice, so this seems very good. And we'll upgrade something.
Olympus.
Weak has a longer duration, reduced damage from foes, slam damage when you knock enemies into barriers. I think just damage reduction is what I want right now. And then we fight only the best boss in the game, Bosses.
You! Have you yet heard, monster? The Queen Persephone is back to rule the Underworld in all her terrifying grace. Perhaps one of these days or nights she shall be present in the stands to witness your destruction at our hands.
It's Theseus on the Minotaur. Theseus with a golden chariot featuring dual miniguns. Lenore says, time to replace your attack into Poseidon for that flurry flat damage. I mean, we would get flat damage, but if we dash attack, it would strike twice and then push twice, which is actually pushing 4 times, I think. That would be funny.
Yeah, about that, she's my mother. So maybe watch your fool mouth with me, or else I might just put in a bad word.
Oh, you disgust me, demon, that you would even dare to say such things about the Queen. Prepare now to be vanquished in her name.
I remember this. Just gotta... Oh, he hit me with his dang cart. Missiles! I don't remember, by the way, how to fight Theseus and the Minotaur. Right? Get in, get out. Seems to be a working strategy. He's gonna get strong.
I warn you, filth.
All right. I've got to remember you can dash twice, because you don't dash twice in Hades 2, so it's taking me a while to remember that, or to get used to that, rather. And then...
Harness the ocean's might.
Smack him as much as we can.
You fiend. You and me now.
Ow! He hit me with his machine gun.
God, no!
God, no! You give me my cast.
Olympus, I invoke your aid.
Dionysus! I forget how to fight you, though.
Here, fiend.
Oh, we got him. I think we have enough damage to feel good about this. We do a lot of damage. Sometimes these bosses can be freaking absolute slogs. This is not happening today.
You are my biggest fan.
Thank you. Thank you, friend. Thank you, friend Jade. Just ignore Theseus. He does nothing, just makes the arena slightly smaller. You always ignore Theseus. Yeah, these are all good. So we keep them. Restore 10% health when you enter a chamber. Gain money. Special deals more damage for 6 encounters. I'll get the free gems, because that's a permanent, like, meta progression currency. And I'll get the temporary healing, because we have things to do. We're not done yet. We're in the maze.
I've reached the surface.
And try to get as much gold as possible. That's a lot of gold for free. I feel like they removed in Hades 2 the golden pots, which I think is kind of nice, because it was very annoying having to, or it is kind of annoying in Hades 1 having to pay attention to all the gold pots on the ground. So we can swap a hammer for 2 random hammers for 275 gold. Currently our hammers give us... Where are the hammers in this list? Flurry Slash. I think that's one of them, and the other one is... I don't know. We have 2 of them, right? What's the second one? I think it's Flurry Slash. Hold attack to strike rapidly. And then we have one of them that's like there it is. Your dash strike hits twice. That's pretty good. I don't really want to get rid of that. We could. We need more gold first. And we have a lot of rooms to complete first. So let's start with Poseidon.
Should check this way.
And poison rats. Don't forget the poison rats. Don't forget the poison. Hammers are pretty good. Imagine how good 3 would be. I mean, I usually love the multi-hammers, especially when they synergize. My favorite thing to do is to have the gun, and you luck into hammers that upgrade your rockets, and that's a lot of fun. but maybe we get something that isn't that good for us. Or maybe we get something that's amazing. I guess just stand in a corner and attack works pretty well here. You know,
That's a lot of coin.
the quick attack, I would be okay losing that. The dash attack I really like, because our dash attack is really strong. I don't really want to lose that one.
This blasted place again.
We're poisoned, we have to go to the anti-poison.
Farewell.
Oh my god, I'm poisoned again. I forgot just how annoying this place can be. We took like 80 damage there. You take a lot of damage very quickly. Dash damages foes and knocks them away. I don't want that. Attack and special are stronger in the first 10 seconds. God gauge charges up faster when you take damage. We'll make our attacks stronger at the beginning of runes. The North says Flurry can be insane if you get something called, I think, hoarding / percent of money as gold, or percent of gold as damage. I've seen that one before too. Yeah, it's pretty good. Also, hey dog. We're trying to get past our dog.
I got one. It's a scuffer, all right.
I don't think that's the best payout from the fish. Let's do it. Swap hammers.
The old Daedalus surprise.
Dash Nova and World Splitter. B. Dash Nova. Dash Nova. Your special makes you lunge and become sturdy. If we time it, we can kind of do like a double dash now. That's not bad, actually. And then World Splitter. Your attack becomes a big chop that deals 90 damage. Yeah, from fast to slow, but it also does a lot more than 90 damage. I mean, I feel like this is fine. The only negative is now I can't hold the attack button down. I gotta click. It's the only negative. Do not do that. One negative, if you can call it only one negative, is that now I have to actually aim my special. I can't just press the button to make it pop. I mean, I don't want to get rid of any of this. But it's okay. I just have to, basically I have to not also dash, because usually I've been dashing into the special to get a little bit of distance on it. That's not necessary anymore. Now you just hit the button. Don't go into the poison! Zagreus! Oh.
There it is already.
We have found the target of our search.
Ah, good. It's still fresh.
A bag of
In
bits.
the name of Hades.
Your
Oh,
dash
yes.
deals damage where you end up and inflicts weak. How do we inflict weak? Oh, our primary attack already inflicts weak. Weak afflicted foes are more susceptible to damage. That seems really good. Yes. We hurt enemies more.
Okay, I'm good.
It's a big heal. And we can
Maybe I should
leave
check the other passageways before
if
I
we
leave.
want. But we should also explore.
Here goes.
And we should have started with the money now that I think about it. Don't get poisoned. Oh my god, where's the anti-poison? Not great. But that's okay, we didn't take that much damage. I mean, we chop for like 300 on an afflicted enemy. That's pretty good. I just gotta remember how to play the game now. He says for the third time in a minute. Thank you. I keep trying to hold the button down. You can't hold the button down. You gotta tap it. Watch out for the traps. There's a body there, and I'm stuck on a rock. Do want those casts. I mean, hitting for 700 on a crit, that's pretty good damage. I did get hit by the trap there. Luckily, we don't have the enhanced trap damage. Otherwise, it would like almost one-shot you. It gets pretty rough. More money. And we're done.
Enough of this place.
The North says, I don't get how you can play without the regenerating cast. It feels so clunky without it. You just gotta remember to go pick them up when you're done.
Try this way.
You get to kill Hades in like 3 cast cycles or something. If you have a lot of casts, I don't use the cast for like killing Hades. I just like to be able to spam on occasion. But also, I should really play around with the other mirror modifiers. Because if you have regenerating casts, then like, I don't know exactly how it works, because I haven't tried it that often, but I think every like 10 seconds you can cast or something, maybe like every 20 seconds you can cast once without having to worry about picking up your casts. I don't know how the mechanic actually works. Petition to make Abe swap every mirror for a different one, for the opposite one on the next run. No thank you. What is Sweet Surrender? Do more damage to weak enemies. Okay. Poison. Don't get poisoned.
Not yet.
There we go. Chop that one rat.
In the name of Hades.
Crystal Beams and Ares Discs are two of my favorite builds. Just really need the duos for them, says Makani. Oh yeah, Ares Disc is really good. And thank you for reminding me of that. You fire a spinning blade. You can get an upgrade that makes it grow in strength every time it hits. You can get an upgrade that makes it last longer. You can get an upgrade that makes it home in on enemies. And then you just cast 3 of them. And then it just spins in Hades and then just kills them in like 2 seconds. Yeah, I remember that one. Sure, your dash strike deals more damage. We're not getting any other boons. And on the flip side, there's Doom. I mean, it has its uses. Isn't there supposed to be a shop in one of these? Maybe I already passed by the shop. And I just don't pay attention. Because I think one of these shops, it can give you, like, Death Defiance back, it can give you regen. The idea is that I would like to buy things before we leave and do the final fight. But I think maybe I passed by the shop earlier. We have a lot of movement with the dash strike and with our special. It's a little funky to deal with at times, but we're making it work. Yeah, I must have missed the shop. Okay. Get unpoisoned. $894 damage. $921 damage. 500 damage. Where are these numbers coming from? I mean, I love it, but also where are these numbers coming
Power
from?
of the gods.
Dash strike deals more damage. Resist damage. Boons rupture. When enemies move, they take damage. Give me the 2% damage reduction.
Juicy.
Because we have to fight horrible Big Dad in a minute.
Hope this can get me out of here.
So we have a lot of money. This pomegranate is expensive because it upgrades one of our boons by 2 levels. And this is a guaranteed high level Aphrodite boon.
I'll pay for that.
Max life chamber rewards are worth more. When you take damage, do 63 damage. When the foes are slain, damage nearby enemies and inflict weak. This sucks, but sure, reflect some damage. And then let's just go for the big upgrade. Big upgrade or 2 boons? Big upgrade.
Delicious.
Sure. Dash strike does 17% more damage.
Thus has the prince again persuaded fearsome Cerberus to get out of his way.
I owe you one, boy.
Nor says hashtag death to Hades. No, death to Kronos.
I'm out.
I'm out. Also death to Hades. Which one is the boon that makes your casts return to
You're
you?
looking very stately.
I think
there,
that's
Father.
a Hermes unique one. Maybe like a legendary Hermes one.
If you are here, then the Olympians must still be lending you their aid, just as before. I scarce believe the Queen's preposterous idea worked. That all it took to settle an old score was a blasted family feast.
Come on, Father. Even you must have enjoyed that feast to some extent. We ought to do it more often. Good thing you trusted Mother's judgment on that one. So then, to the death once more?
Indeed. To the death as always, boy. Zagreus, ready yourself.
Boy, who are you? A certain gruff God of War character? Right? I don't remember how you act. Well, I don't remember that either. Okay. I do remember we gotta kill the skulls. I feel like I haven't dodged any of his attacks.
My authority as Lord of Death, awaken wretches and defend your king.
Where's my casts? Oh, they're in Dad.
Rest in peace.
Darkness.
Hey.
Darkness.
Darkness imprisoning me. Darkness imprisoning me. Oh.
Let's finish this.
Oh, I can move. Also,
Decided you can do this, little Hades.
Thank you.
Poseidon must assert himself at every opportunity. No more. Die already. All you damn souls, come on.
smack him. Hide behind the rocks. I remember this one. Boy, no. Oh, he murdered me in one hit. Down, boy. You know what, Poseidon? Not into the wall!
Now this
is pod racing. Man, I'm taking the worst damage.
Fight me for real, damn you. Darkness.
Use and abuse those iframes. So we've been hit by a debuff, which makes us take more damage if he hits us. Hide. And we got him. Ham Solo says, I love the Phase 3 music. The music is so good in this game.
The same as you. Blast.
And he's still got it. Hell yeah, brother. Best time, 30 minutes. Cleared time, 42 minutes. Best heat score, 32. That's my record. And it looks like with the gun. I believe that's the rail. Fastest clear with the shield. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Good game, well played, time to die. One thing that I really like about Hades is there's an in-game reason for runs. There's a very clear in-game reason for why you are doing the same actions over and over again. Why every time you lose or you die, you go back to the starting zone. It is very clear. It's very easy to understand why, and it's not just because you are the prince of the underworld. Even when you win a run, it's explained why you are able to, or why you have to restart your runs, I suppose. Let's see.
The often dying prince, having achieved his purpose, then reflects upon his life and deeds, remembering his many past demises with such vivid clarity that this occurs.
I suppose after you beat the game, they do have a little bit of fun with it, and they're just like, by the way, you still have to die.
Finally showed you, Father.
M Solo says, I don't know how people get below 20 minutes. That heat option was so tough when I played. I don't use that heat option because I just don't like having to go that fast. It would be nice to practice, but I think that I like to have my time with it in various situations, and especially when I'm taking time off talking to people. It's hard to be a speedrunner and talk to people.
I think that I can find the lounge well on my own, Hypnos. Oh, wait. What is this? Did you just ask me out?
Me? No. I'd never even think to do that, miss. I mean, you have your station, and I have mine. We're from two different worlds, you could say. Fated never to be seen together much.
Every time I talk to you, you somehow take it as a compliment. Is that correct? Then let me give you some advice for once. Stop being an idiot.
I'll give it a shot.
I also like that
Excellent work, my son.
Again, Cerberus.
everyone's talking to me all of a sudden. I also like how Meg, aka the Fury, aka the first boss, you just find her in the cantina after a run. She's like, hey, good attempt there. I'll get you next time, Zagreus. I'll murder you. And then when she murders you, she's like, ha! I got you. I find that to be very funny. We have a lot of things to do here. Oh, that's a portrait of me. And a lot of characters to talk to.
So, lad, tell me then, how went the family feast? Was everything all right?
Well, I confess I was perhaps a little nervous for practically the entire thing, but all in all, I had a good time, and I'm very, very glad it all turned out the way it did. How about yourself?
I quite enjoyed it too. Last time I was invited to a feast, I was still busy warring on the surface. That's how long it's been. I must say, your mother's quite good with words. Had everybody chatting, laughing.
She really pulled it off. But for all her confidence, I don't think she knew she had it in her. Because if she did, if she reached out to Olympus sooner, a lot of things could have been different.
Don't dwell on that. I spoke a bit with Nyx. Your mother had her reasons. No one gets to act on perfect information, right? All we have is what we think we know, and what our conscience tells us. Your mother got to where all this was possible, all thanks to you.
All thanks to me, sir. I had ample help along the way. For instance, I could not have done it without you. Would have been using an old chair leg as a weapon, I suppose.
And what a fearsome chair leg it would be. In any case, you heading out there soon? Olympus should be more than happy to assist in your security review, if that's what we're calling it now.
Yeah, I should go. I'll see you not too long from now.
And you in turn.
I still feel like the voice volume is so low. It's like it's not actually being increased properly at all. I've got it cranked way up now, technically.
I have to say, Mother, that was a clever plan. Convincing Father to finally let somebody have some fun around here.
Well, I'm glad it worked out for the best. There's just one thing that happened that I ought to tell you about, son. No secrets between us and all. This is quite difficult for me to say.
It's about Demeter, isn't it? You two were talking half the night. She wants you to come home with her, doesn't she? You'll always be her little one, something like that.
Indeed. Something like that. You're quite perceptive, have I ever told you, Zagreus? But yes, my mother, she was quite conflicted. Didn't know whether to smite me or to hold me. Maybe both. And yes, she asked that I come home. To my responsibilities.
So, you're leaving? No, Mother, you can't be leaving. You just got here.
Oh, it's not as bad as that. It's just... if we are to keep the peace down here, then I must spend some time up there. Every so often. But I shall always return in no time at all. I promised Hades, and I promise you.
Well then, when are you going to go?
Soon, Zagreus. Perhaps by the time you're back.
I don't suppose I can come with you, can I?
You know the surface isn't good for you. Besides, you're needed here. But if you really want to see it for yourself someday, who knows? Perhaps eventually we'll figure out a way.
I'm going to miss you, Mother.
I'm going to miss you too, son.
Hey, Gazebo, welcome back to Hades.
You want more pets? I got more pets here, boy.
Cease bothering the dog.
He has a name, Dad. He's called Pet, and he's got a 1 next to
We're
his
all
name.
very proud of you, boy.
Because he's the
You were
number
so
1
well behaved
boy.
at the feast. I was worried sick one uncle or the other was going to set you off at some point, but you were patience incarnate. Thanks for helping show our extended family a good time.
How Infernal Cerberus, the Hound of Hell, managed to maintain civilized behavior throughout the duration of the recent feast remains a mystery to all who attended.
Back to your senses then, boy. The Pact of Punishment is not something one ought to trifle with unknowingly, in case you've yet to notice.
Father, the Pact. You were so blasted strong. I had no idea. All those other times we fought. I can't believe that you were holding back. You were desperate to stop me. You could have.
We are bound by the fates to this realm. It is ours, and we belong to it in turn. And I did not hold back against you. Rather, I had forgotten my old strength. Some of it since returned to me.
Must have been all our vicious battles to the death. Or maybe it's from Mother being back in your life?
Pointless to even ask. What motivates us is a complicated thing. But if you long to face me with the power I once held during my own youth, you have available to you the means.
Bet I can take you.
I did. Ashenran says, oh my god, you still have all quests to do. There is so much content in Hades 1, and I assume there's going to be an equal amount, if not more, in Hades 2. So many quest lines, so many things to do, because you can only do a piecemeal, one at a time, one step at a time, every time you come back here, and the conditions have to be right. We still have the Persephone quest line to do, we still have some Achilles quest line to do, we still have probably some Hypno stuff to do. So many quests everywhere.
So, I'm quite confused, I must admit, my friend. The Queen Persephone, she is your mother then? How is it that she came to reside here?
Well, it all started when my father saw her on Olympus, and they fell madly in love. He swept her off her feet and brought her here. The Olympians, they got pretty worried when they saw she was gone. But now it's okay. Everything's out in the open.
But surely the Queen's mother on Olympus, the great goddess Demeter, surely she would quite like it if she saw her daughter still from time to time.
Oh, that. Thing is, Mother ate some pomegranate seeds when she was here. And we have rules about that stuff, you know. It means she cannot leave this place for very long at all. I'm sure Demeter will understand. And unfreeze everything when her daughter's around.
Ah, yes, pomegranate seeds, of course, of course. Though, there is one more subject I don't understand, which is how you fit into all of this.
Forget about me, Orpheus. This isn't about me, it's about Mother. What's important is she's here where she belongs.
I see. I understand. Well, thank you then for clearing all that up. It is a splendid tale, I must say, and every part of it makes sense to me at last.
Same goes for me, mate. Same goes for me.
Lenore says, I think there's already more quests in Hades 2 by quite a bit even. Maybe not dialogue options though, like if you get to Hades with 0 boons. Is there a way of doing that in Hades 1? How do you get to Hades with 0 boons? You have to pick them up. I guess you sell them constantly? Yeah, I guess you can sell all of your boons, and maybe by the time you hit the final boss, if you get lucky, you don't have any? That's real funny to think about. That would be really weird.
The realm is strong. It was a privilege to meet your relatives at last, child. Athena, Ares, and the rest. Confronted face to face, they were much more agreeable than I expected. A night we shall remember, was it not?
A memorable night it was indeed, Nyx. For most of us, at least. Dionysus, he won't remember any of it, I don't think. But it was really good to see everyone having a good time. Getting along as though they didn't hold a grudge. So then we're clear, I think.
Persephone told them everything they needed to hear. Sometimes that is the only way with family. Though the Olympians, they are prone to their misunderstandings, are they not? This state of kinship may not last eternally.
Well, let's enjoy it while it does, I guess.
A sound idea.
Also, it's the garden.
Still can't get over our gift from the Olympians. It's glorious.
a majestic gilded edifice of Mount Olympus, crafted with the utmost care from the true mountain stone, now shines forever brightly, even in the dim light of the House of Hades, as a parting gift from the Lord Master's kin.
The handiwork of Lord Hephaestus himself. Sounds like he's been rather busy. A little slice of Olympus.
Makani says, I hope Hades 2 characters grow on me like these ones did. I mean, you know, it's in early access. There's going to be more dialogue, more characters, more quests, I assume. And that's why I don't really want to overdo it with content there. What is survey?
Go, bats, enjoy yourselves.
Oh, we can just look at the entire place. Look at that.
The sturgeon's found himself a decent home.
Fish caught 155. Can't we give him our fish? Yeah, right here, right?
Dinner, maybe?
What's for breakfast? Dinner, maybe? How about how about breakfast for dinner, not dinner for breakfast?
Here, you can have these, chef.
Thank you for the freebies.
Totally worth it. Dusa, this whole place, it looks immaculate. That's even after all Olympus came here for that giant feast. How did you get everything clean so fast?
Oh, well, I guess I have my ways, friends. Sometimes you get one of those jobs and you just want to give it everything you've got, you know? I get a lot of jobs like that. Feeding Cerberus, cleaning the rafters. But this one, I just knew it was the perfect job for me.
Well, you did amazing here.
The perfect job for the perfect cleaner. And that's everyone, I believe. No, there's actually one more person to talk to.
Anything
the
good?
trader. We can trade away resources to get other resources, but we don't really need to trade away resources to get resources. Wait, actually, there's one more person to talk to. You.
Oh, what's this?
Still more upgrades, but I think a lot of what's left in the game is really just literally decorations. All of the game-changing stuff has been upgraded. Things like getting darkness gives you max health, gaining gems gives you monies. You still get some run progression stuff from the meta progression stuff. Extremer measures. Pack stipulation unlocks the final rank of extreme measures, if you dare. Theme infinite. 25,000 darkness. There's so much stuff to unlock if you cared. And all of the rest of this is just decor. I think you have one actual upgrade in the work orders. You scrolled past it quickly. I think we've got them all done. Oh yeah. Aid Nix by imbuing the sigil in the administrative chamber. Eldest sigil restoration. What does that even mean? I don't know.
To ask something of you.
Hello?
Thanatos. I'd ask you to come in, but you're already here. It's really good to see you.
Just tell me one thing, Zagreus. Did you really mean what you told me before, that maybe we ought to take our time?
Go to Thanatos? Either way, it will be okay. I'm going to be completely honest. I have no recollection of any of the quest lines. But is Thanatos and Zagreus going to bone? Look, I got the hots for Meg, to be honest, like personally speaking.
I did. Sometimes I need to slow things down. I'm thankful that we've been on better terms lately, but I've been coming on too strong. Forgive me. You're my dear friend. I don't want to do anything to hurt you, or anybody else.
You're certain? Well, I understand. I'd best get back to my responsibilities for now.
See you then.
Lenore says, I mean, we all have the hots for Meg. I think you're probably more of a Dusa fan, aren't you?
Not even tired, thanks.
All right.
How many times has it been now?
75, foes slain 35,000. And is there any upgrades that we can do here? No. We need to upgrade... Well, we can upgrade some of these things. but no real reason to right now, is there? All right. I guess there's one final person to talk to.
Hey, Skelly.
They always come back. Trying to bore me to death with all this chit-chat, pal?
Okay. Just wait for the slow pan out. Farthest chamber reached 78. I suppose that is the end of the game. The final fight. Good visuals in Hades, of course. A fantastic game. I forgot just how fun it can be. And that's a good run. And I might play some more Hades 1 as a way of scratching that itch, waiting for Hades 2. And without talking too much about Hades 2, without spoiling too much, I do like it. It is more of this, pretty much. There are some mechanical differences. It's hard to tell what's intentional and what's going to be, you know, updated in the next, you know, year maybe of its early access. But it's very promising. It looks like a lot of fun. It plays well. It's visually exceptionally impressive, and I can't wait to actually jump into Hades 2 for 1,000 million runs. But for now, for those of you on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you've enjoyed it, subscribe for more, check me out on Twitch for when I go live, support the channel at the various links below in the video description, and I hope to see you here again for the next run of Hades 1.